I'm kind of late filming this movie review because I kind of got into a war. I'll talk about that more in today's daily update video. But right now, I wanted to talk about a movie I watched on, I want to say Netflix, Ocean's Rising. It's like a sci-fi film about like a solar flare takes out the Earth's magnetic field. So a couple scientists have to start a collider thing and make it particles accelerate and go forward. It doesn't make any sense. But I mean, I saw it, I figured I'd give it a try. Yeah, I had nothing else to do. I like Day After Tomorrow. I thought this would be some dumb, fun, tidal wave movie that knocks off cities, but no, it's not that. It's not dumb fun, it's just dumb. Okay, like, and right off the bat, the main character, he wakes up and the first thing he does is check the compass next to his bed. He just keeps a compass on the nightstand next to his bed. Because that's a thing a normal person would do. And so then the whole situation comes, and he's supposedly a respected scientist, but as soon as he says that the Earth's in trouble, everybody treats him like the homeless person who wandered in the building. I don't know. And him and his wife or girlfriend or whoever, not sure about that relationship exactly, they subtly mention about how they can't have kids or whatever because the audience is sure that's never going to come up again. And so yeah, no one believes him, so he moves to Texas for 3 years after a presidential restraining order, which I'm not sure is a real thing. I don't think there's such a thing as a presidential restraining order. I think you just get sent to Guantanamo. And if a presidential restraining order is a real thing, they wouldn't give it to that guy for saying a theory. But okay, he's got a presidential restraining order, which sends him to Texas for 3 years. And he spends that 3 years just being homeless, apparently. And he talks about how he's going to go to Texas and he's going to build a boat. So I expected some Noah's Ark shit, but no, he just bought a yacht. Like a medium-sized yacht. Maybe a small-sized yacht. I don't know what sizes of yachts, but he buys a mid-sized, mid to small-sized yacht, and he keeps going on about how he built it. He's like, "Oh, this is a cool yacht I built." Like, no, you bought it. But whatever, and so he's literally in the middle of packing up his yacht, and then his girlfriend comes and yeah, you were right apparently, so let's go save the world. And then just out of nowhere, a giant wave sneaks up on them and floods the place, and he should die, but he doesn't. He makes it on the boat, which shouldn't be floating. It should be capsized and over. But hey, he built it, so it must be pretty good because he definitely built that yacht. And so they're just floating there now, and they stumble upon random groups of culturally diverse survivors to pile onto their boat with forgettable names and very limited personalities set to not much, okay? And then it gets to something that I really, really hate in movies. When you have an old person whose main characteristic is just being old, that really, really annoys me. They're the hard of hearing person. The actor and the character seemed like they had no idea what the hell was going on throughout the entire movie. This was clearly just somebody's grandpa that they brought on. There's a point in the movie where this character just completely disappears for 30 minutes. The character just goes to the bathroom, and he's in the bathroom for 30 minutes. And you think it's going to be something. You think oh, did he die in the bathroom? No, he's just sitting in the bathroom for 30 minutes. They're banging on the door hey, are you okay in there? Doesn't answer. But then 30 minutes later, he shows up and he's walking around. Whatever. And at some point they're and you old guy, just keep doing whatever it is you're doing. He's just in the bathroom. You don't see him. It makes no sense at all. if I'm being completely honest. He's old just to be old. Just like all the other characters, like, oh, he's a... This is the... It's... It really makes no sense. And then the movie's also kind of problematic because there's only one death in the movie. Only one person actually dies in this movie, in this end-of-the-world movie, which it never strays away from this group of culturally diverse survivors. And so you don't know what's going on. Like, are thousands of people dying? Are millions of people dying? Is it not that bad? We don't know. Because we're just on a boat in the middle of the ocean. A boat that he built. He built that boat with his bare hands. He built it. And so only one person actually dies in this movie, and that's and it's like a mother who has her little kid, and it's so obvious that the movie just wanted to make a convenient orphan for the main couple to adopt because they can't have kids or whatever. It just seems super, like, problematic. Like, no one else dies. Just the mother. Just the mother of the kid is the only person who dies in this entire movie. And it's just so that there can be a fresh orphan for them. It doesn't make sense. It's, like, super weird. And they don't even make the mother sympathetic. She's, like, annoying the entire time and, like, is it trying to make you feel like, yeah, the kid's orphaned. Now he can go to his real parents. What? Because there's like a scene where the kid is bothering her mother to play with her phone, and she's like, no, stop bothering me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And like 5 minutes later, she's like, well, fine, you want to play with the phone? It doesn't work anyway. Here, play with it. Why couldn't you just said the phone doesn't work in the beginning and it would stop? But no, the mother's an asshole because the movie doesn't want us to feel sad when the kid's mother dies. But if that's true, then we're not supposed to care about the kid either. Because when you see the kid sad, you would want to be sad because the kid lost his mother. But what is it wanting? The movie was really annoying and dumb and bad. Just really bad. I mean, what else can I think of here? There was this random, like, Mexican standoff about the food, and it's just like it lasts for like a couple minutes while old guy is in the bathroom, and it's just like the main guy wants to dump the food out into the ocean, and then one of the three black guys, he's like, we should keep the food, and like he just inexplicably pulls a gun out of nowhere and shoots the main guy, and the main guy's like, okay, he's in charge now, do what he says. And then the guy's like, okay, well, I guess we can throw out some of the food, and then they're fine. Everybody's fine. No one has any beef with him at all. And then, like, the one potential good moment in the movie is still ruined. Because when they finally get to France or wherever country they are, old guy's left the bathroom at this point, so don't worry about that, because I'm sure you were wondering what happened to old guy. And they're all in this van they like find or something. I don't even remember where the van comes from. I think they just stumbled upon it. Convenient van is convenient, but so they're in this van and they're heading towards some base or whatever where a particle accelerator is. It's very Cloverfield Paradox, and they're heading to the base, and then there's these guards who they're yelling at him, and they're yelling at the van in French, and nobody speaks French, but they're like, we don't understand you. And then the old guy, he starts yelling back at them in French, and you see the subtitles saying, I don't speak French, and I'm hard of hearing. And then everyone else in the van is like, yeah, he speaks French, yay, that's great. And then he turns to them and like, I just told them I don't speak French and I'm hard of hearing. They had what could have been a decent joke, but they ruined it by having the subtitles show you what he actually said. Because when they're celebrating, like, yes, old man knows French, you know that the celebration is pointless. It would have been better if the audience didn't know what he said until the characters do too. So then the audience would be like, oh wow, that old man, he's not useless. He actually speaks French. But no, he apparently knows how to say I'm hard of hearing in multiple languages, because that's something that you would learn how to say in multiple languages. And then the French guards start speaking German inexplicably, but we're not going to worry about that either. And then they go to the base and start the particle accelerator, and, you know, shit happens. I don't know. I guess their CGI budget went to the particle accelerator thing. It still looked like crap, but yeah. Some sci-fi, some science nonsense that didn't make any sense. And, you know, everyone survives. Everyone. You could have killed the French guards, but no, like, everyone survived. Every single, like, character that's seen in this movie survives. Except for the mother, because we had to get a convenient orphan. They couldn't have just found an orphan who was already an orphan. No, you had to make an orphan. You can't have the kid say, my parents were in the car and they died. Like, no, you had to orphan a kid in front of us and try your hardest not to make us feel conflicted about it. Okay. All that matters is that no personality in his girlfriend. They got a kid to raise now. Yay, and that's not how that works either. You know, they can't just claim the kid. Like, the kid has to go through, you know, child services or whatever, and then maybe they can adopt them. Maybe they can adopt the kid, but, you know, who knows. I don't know why they can't adopt either. They were, like, trying to, like, embryo infertilization or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know why they couldn't just adopt, and now they're fine with this adopting this Mexican orphan. So great. And you don't care about any of this that's going on. And if I didn't need a movie to talk about today, I probably wouldn't have finished watching it or even watched it in the first place. But, you know, nothing good playing in theaters. Might go see the Lego Movie. But I mean, you know, come on. I guess I'll just say it was a pretty bad movie. Not even a good sci-fi movie. Like the Sci-Fi Channel. It was a sci-fi movie channel. It was a Sci-Fi Channel movie. I think it was Asylum. But there have still been better Asylum movies and better sci-fi movies than this. So it's like, it's bad even by their standards. It's just pointless, dumb, and meaningless, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody at all.